Check, check. Hey, welcome. How you doing tonight? It is Mingus High School Wrestling versus Mohave. It's a regional matchup here, and getting ready to prepare for the state championships coming up with Mingus Marauders. Going to be February 13th and 14th at, actually 14th, 15th at Tim's Toyota Center inside the wonderful Prescott Valley. Also, they're going to sectionals February 8th. It's going to be a great time as your Mingus Marauders have had a great success this season. They're currently 10 dual wins and 7 losses. Tonight they're going against Mohave, which has a pretty strong record. Mohave is currently 23 and 14. Quite a few more matches with different styles of tournaments they've taken. Tonight we're also honoring our senior night. It is going to be a good time with senior night. It is going to be our 120-pounder, Keen Totticini. Senior, he's a 3-time state placer for the Marauders. We're also going to go ahead and honor our 152-pounder, Giuliano Martinez, 152 pounds. He's currently 12 and 7. And then we're going to highlight our girl. She is one of the top girls going down the road right now, Zoe Arwan. She's a firefighter for the fire science program, an excellent student, plays soccer also and wrestles at the same time. She won sectionals last weekend for the girls and will be representing Mingus Marauders State Championship in a couple weeks. She is currently 25 and 3. And then we go to our final senior. He has been a dominant wrestler for Mingus Marauders for several years. It is the 220-pounder Ryan Griffin. He's currently 32 and 6. He's ranked in the top 5 in state, and he's been a multi-time state placer. So it's going to be a great opportunity. We do have 11 of the matches tonight. Have a couple forfeits, a few kids being sick and stuff like that. So you can get to see some younger wrestlers wrestling for the Mingus Marauders against the Mohave team, which is inside the sectionals, having a good record. Along with some of our great wrestling action, we do have our official, Troy Lorench. He is going to be here doing our officiating from the AIA. And once again, we are excited here as your Marauders are warming up. This is the final meet of the year before they go to sectionals this Saturday. The top 4 inside sectionals will qualify on to the state championship for Division 3. The Marauders have always been one of the top 10 teams inside year in, year out, and this year they're having a good year. A very young team. Out of about 25 wrestlers, you only have 4 seniors. And we do have 2 girls qualifying to the state tournament, Kaylee Thompson and Townsend, and also Zoe Arwan is going to be qualifying for the state tournament, and that'll be held the same weekend as the boys up there in Prescott Valley. So it's a close trip to the state championship. We hope that you get up there and everything is going good for there. Tonight, one of our key matchup is going to be the 220 pounds. It is going to be Ryan Griffith, your senior, with a 32 and 6 record, versus Thomas Nunn, a 32 and 17 record, and that's going to be an awesome match right there at 220. We're going to cap it off with the big boys, the 285. Up to that, it's going to be young wrestler Anthony Islis, the 10 and 6 record, versus a Joshua Parker. So we'll see if that comes down to the final matches. A lot of the Mingus duels have been pretty close this year, and I was looking at some of the Mohave scores. They've won by only 3 to 4 points in several of them, and they've had a lot of similar opponents, and they've each come out on top of the similar opponents with Flagstaff and some of them. So it is going to be a good match. Another match is going to be a good one. It's 106 pounds. You have a freshman, Brady Townsend. He's a junior high state champion. He is currently 12 and 6, and he's going to go against Chase Hartwick from Mohave. Chase Hartwick is 27 and 17 and a sophomore. So I do believe that's going to be a good one as we kick this off here in a few minutes. We are going to do our senior night presentation first, and we're going to roll into our captains and right into our matches. I want to say a big thank you to some of our great sponsors: Larry Green Chevrolet, Gallopin RV, Hyundai of Cottonwood. So all your car dealers and any motivational needs, you have them. A's Earl Construction, Rags Roofing, Rice Accounting, Jackson and Hewlett Tax Service. I also want to say a big thank you to Gettle, High Desert Mechanical and Plumbing. Gettle's always been a longtime sponsor of Mingus Marauders. Jennifer Griffin, State Farm Insurance, and number 1 Sandwich Shop, Clarkdale, another great one. Your coaches tonight, head coach here at Mingus for several years, the Mingus State champion several times also, back in the glory days of the Marauders. It is Clint McKean. He's an awesome man, started a program a few years back, went back to the junior high, built a strong one, and you're going to see some of that product today from his junior high program. Along with assistant coach, longtime coach, over 30-some years of coaching, Mario Chagoya. Another 30-year-plus coach, Dick Lindenberg, and yes, one of the young guns that was also a Mingus Marauder state placer and state champion, one of our longtime ones, David Wilbur. So it's going to be a great opportunity to see some good wrestling. The final one, home match, so come on down and check it out. It's going to be a great time here at the gym at Mingus Union High School as the Marauders take on Mohave.
Starting in the late 1920s, Grandpa Gettle and his brothers laid the groundwork for what would become a family legacy. Almost 100 years and 100 patents later, Gettle's High Desert Mechanical continues to raise the bar of quality heating, cooling, and plumbing products and services in the Verde Valley.
Call Gettle's High Desert Mechanical Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing at 567-2200 or online at GettlesHDM.com, providing solutions for your comfort. Don't settle. Get Gettles and go Marauders.
Balancing your family, finances, and future is a lot of responsibility. Let Jennifer Griffin and her team at State Farm help. Jennifer Griffin is an Arizona native and a Mingus graduate as well. As a third-generation State Farm agent serving the Verde Valley in the same Cottonwood Main Street location for over 35 years. Jennifer Griffin offers all of State Farm Insurance's lines, specializing in auto, home, life, and small business policies. Jennifer Griffin and State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right.
If you haven't been to Number One Sandwich Shop in Clarkdale, stop in to see why they are number one. Their patented broaster chicken is a true one-of-a-kind pressure-fried roasted favorite. Always cooked fresh, allow 20 minutes to cook. Wings, pizzas, subs, burgers, and more. Don't forget the Thrifty Heart ice cream, 14 rotating flavors served in a cone, cup, shake, float, or a sundae. Located in Clarkdale at the Roundabout on 89A heading up to Jerome. Open daily from 11 to 7.
Welcome again, Marauder fans. This is your head coach right here, Clint McCain. Clint, how's the season been going?
Well, the season's had its ups and downs. It's going really well, though. We're prepping for our sectional tournament this week. Our girls had sectional last week. We had two sectional champions, Kaylee Townsend at 101 and Zoe Arwine at 160. So they're both heading into state as ranked wrestlers, sectional champs, and hope that we get two state champs on the girls' side. On the boys' side, we're getting everyone healthy, and we're looking to put together a good team for this Saturday over in Payson.
All right. You're going to have a full team, do you believe? You're going to be able to fill all the weight classes?
Yeah. Well, I think we've got one empty spot, but we're filling all the other weight classes. So. Yeah.
All right. That'll be good. I know Ryan's had an excellent year. What's the outlook for state for Ryan this year?
Ryan Griffin at 220. He's a returning sectional champion, and I think he's going to repeat this year. And I think he's going to do even more. I think he'll be a state champion this year. He's been on a tear this second half of the season, and we'll get to see him tonight.
All right, good. And your son, I know he's not going to be able to wrestle tonight. A little bit.
Yeah,
injury,
we've got some wrestlers.
Sickness,
we've got some wrestlers out today. We're trying to keep some of our starters healthy for Saturday. So our 120-pounder, Keen Totticini, is sitting out. We're going to recognize him for senior night tonight. And then our 132-pounder, Isaac McKean, he's also going to be sitting out tonight.
That'll be good. I was also looking at some of your stats. Mojave's a pretty tough team. Have you got to compete against them in any tournaments this year yet, or is this the first time you've seen them?
Yeah, this is our first duel with them, but we've seen them at least Dock Wright, I think, was our only tournament that we matched up with them. So. All
right. Well, what else? Any other good matches? I was looking at the young one, Brady Townsend, state champion in junior high. He's got a tough kid, Chase Hartwick, a 27-17 match. What do you think that one will be?
Yeah, that's going to start off the duel, and I think whoever wins that's going to get the ball rolling for his team, and I think it'll be Brody. He's ready for this match, and he's prepared, and I think he's going to come and start us off on the right foot.
All right, that'll be a good one. We'll get a start win there. And then we got our senior Zoe Arwin's going to step up and wrestle varsity 160 against a young man by the name of Jose Maya.
Yeah, this is going to be, her senior night. We wanted to give her a match, and they didn't have any girl wrestlers, so she's going to wrestle one of the boy wrestlers.
All right, she's a tough one. I look for her to do well in that. I think she's going to come out the champion right there. Any other matches you'd like to highlight tonight? Any young wrestlers stepping into the lineup first time?
Yeah, we got quite a few. We've got a first-year wrestler in DeAndre Rivera at 120. He's going to be stepping in for Keen Totticini, and we'll see what he does. He's got a lot of grit. He goes out and fights, so it's going to be fun to watch him.
All right, that's going to be a good one. And then I saw the heavyweight. What do they weigh? Are they pretty close in weight-wise? I haven't got to look at the Mohave.
Both of the heavyweights for us are 220-pounders who are bumping up to heavy. So they're going to be evenly sized, evenly matched.
All right, good. So Islas, is he going to be the one that's going to represent you at sectionals, we believe, Anthony?
Yes, he will, yeah.
All right, good. Now, how's his year been going?
You know, he hasn't have a lot of matches, but he's been wrestling for a couple years, so I think he'll do just fine at sectionals.
All right. Well, hey, good luck next week or this weekend at sectionals, and for sure the following week at state with the girls and the boys. You're going to be double duty, and you got an excellent coaching staff, and it's good to see some of our former wrestlers at Mingus High School here. Yeah. What time was you? A 3-4-time state champion?
No,
I know you used to kick Camp Verde's rear end when I was coaching. I was glad you graduated.
Yeah, no, I was just a one-timer.
One time, right? Yeah. You won a lot, and it was good. It's good to bring the tradition back. Do you feel like when you were at the junior high that was able to help build it? I know you started high school when Mr. Wildcats left, and then you kind of went to the junior high. How's that been portraying?
Great. You know, it's necessary. You need a feeder program, and so we had to start over and build it from the ground up again. And you know, it's starting to bear some fruit this year and in the following years, I think.
Well, that'll be good, and I know you got some family members of your own coming up, and that's always a good thing to coach. It's tough coaching your kids. Sometimes you got to let the assistants take over when you're wanting to tell them what you think sometimes.
Absolutely.
So how's that been going?
You know, it depends on the kid, too. I think you have a different relationship with each of my sons. I've got 4 sons, and 2 of them are wrestling, and the other 2 are pretty young, so I'm going to wait. I'm not going to throw them in yet. But if they decide to join when they're a little older, it's a good idea to find a good assistant coach that has a relationship with your son and to try to back off and just be a dad.
Yes, I agree. That was a hard one for me to learn, but it was a good opportunity. So excited for that. Sounds like you're going to be around Mingus Marauders for quite a few years. That many kids coming through. You want to keep the program going, and you're doing a great job building it.
Great.
Thank you, and have a good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
All right, once again, we're getting ready for senior night here shortly. We're going to be introducing them. Mr. Justin Hartman, assistant principal at Mingus Union High School, is going to be introducing our senior night. So we're going to turn that over here in just a few seconds to that, and we'll read some bios while they're going on. Again, we got 4 seniors, very young team right here for the Marauders. You know, when there's this large of a school, over 1,300 students, you got 4 seniors. So the outlook for Mingus Marauders is going to be good for a few years. And as you saw, Clint, he is also still helping out with the junior high program and taking care of a lot of that. So that's a good time. So they're preparing right now for the seniors to get there. A couple other matches we'll talk about. 113 is going to be Andrew Hayes versus Tyler Tubbs. At 120s, you talked about it, Andre Rivera, a young wrestler, going to be taking on a Damian Pyre, and Damien is an 18-13 versus a 4-6 record. We're not going to have a match at 126. Kai Miller will receive a forfeit, and the Mingus is going to forfeit at 132 to a Trevor Saab. Then we're going to go ahead and go in with a Dathan Weimer, 12-13 versus Michael Juarez Ramos, a 30-2 record, one of the top wrestlers from Mohave. He is their probably #1 wrestler this year right now for Mohave. And then we go to Hunter Robinson, 6-9 versus Isaac Perez, another good record for Mohave, 31-15. 152 will be a senior, 12-7 record. Eulanio Martinez versus Dalton Garcia, 19-6. And then our match tonight, our senior Zoe Arwan is going to be taking on, as we talked about, Jose Maya, 11-19, and then we're going to the junior. Hasn't had a lot of matches this year due to injury, but look for him. He's been a state runner-up his freshman year, 170 pounds, Conrad Brady versus Wes McKinley. And then we're going to have a double forfeit at 195. And 182 is going to be Tyler Griffith. He has a 15-15 record versus a Brandon Topping with a 14-17. And then the 220, as you know, the #1 wrestler here at Mingus, Ryan Griffin, 32-6, is going to versus a Thomas Dunn, a 32-17, will be a good one. And then, as we talked about, Anthony Islas, so a 220-pounder, stepping up to a heavyweight, will be a 10-6, going to wrestle Joshua Parker.
Her sister, I don't know if she's made it, but her name is Hannah Arline. Her most memorable moment in wrestling.
We're going to start off with our first senior right there. Our senior is Zoe Arwan, 160-pounder. She's already qualified to state. She is the sectional champion right here for Mingus Marauders. She'll be competing in state in 2 weeks. Currently playing soccer. Had a soccer game last night. She's been escorted by Connor Badry and Kylie Townsend, the other statement. Hannah Arwan. We also have out there, we have Danny Swartz. When she's done, she's one of our current fire signs for VACT Academy and Mingus Union High School. She wants to go on to college and wrestle in college and looking for a school that has a fire science program along with college wrestling. I did talk to her yesterday. There's a round of applause right there for our senior night. And Zoe is looking at going to Colorado State Mesa in Mesa, Colorado, up there in Grand Junction. They have a fire science running program there, so it'll be a great time for Zoe.
Father Jason Martinez and his brother Ray Martinez.
And now we go to Julanio Martinez, 152-pounder. Current record is a 12-7. Saw his dad out there and mother. You have Rose Martinez mother, Jason Martinez father, and his brother Ray Martinez. His most memorable moment in wrestling is when my father was having a good time with the referees and got unfortunately kicked out of the tournament. His future plans, he wants to take over his family's dad's painting company. He wants to attend Yavapai College and get a degree in criminology. He wants to say a thank you to his coaches for putting up with him, sticking with him, believing in him, and he will also want to thank Jesus Christ, his Lord and Savior, for giving him both mental and physical strength and courage. Once again, senior Eulanio Martinez, 152 pounds. Our next one is our senior we talked about, 220 pounds, 32-6, being escorted by his mother, Jennifer Griffin, and his dad, David Griffin. His most memorable minute would be the overnight stays in the hotels and hanging out with all of his teammates for Ryan Griffith. Also, his future plans, he wants to go to NAU and he wants to study business, get a bachelor's degree in business, and open his own business up in the future. He'd like to thank all of his coaches and his family for his support throughout the wrestling. Once again, Ryan Griffin. And our final senior, not be able to wrestle tonight due to a few injuries and sickness, it is Keen Totticini. He's got a 23-2 record. He has been escorted by Coach Mario Chagoya, assistant coach here at Mingus Marauders. He is also his surrogate parent right here for the last 4 years. His most memorable moment is the state tournament. He's been a state placer, and he plans on to go into college and try to further his wrestling. And he wants to say a big thank you to God and Mr. Chagoya and the Chagoya family and all of them for helping him out. Once again, Keen Totticini, our other senior here at Mingus. And yes, that flower looked very well on Mr. Chagoya right there, and a good time as we get ready to move into our first match right here. We're going to go ahead and bring our captains out here shortly. We have one of the top programs. They're talking about some of the accomplishments with Mingus Wrestling. It goes way back to the days of Tom Green and crew back there starting wrestling. And then goes all the way back to Tom Wokash, several times state champions, and now Clint McKean. We're talking about the banners they have there for the state wrestling.
So thank you for that.
And once again, it is going to be the Mohave T-Birds. And we're doing our 106 matches. Captain's out there. Captain is going to be the seniors tonight. You have Ryan Griffith going out there. Going to coin toss, and this decision on the captains is whichever team wins it, that means they're going to get to choose either odd matches or even matches. If they choose an odd match, that means during the second period, the team that's an odd match number, so the first match, third match, fourth match, or fifth match of the day, they would get choice second period to either defer, take neutral, take top, or bottom. Shake hands. And it looks like we're going to go ahead and get ready to start with our 106-pound match. As we highlighted earlier, it is a freshman, Brady Townsend, a 12-6 record, versus Chase Hartwick, 27-17, a sophomore from Mohave. Brody Townsend was a junior high state champion, state runner-up several times. And we'll see what we can do. 106 pounds. The wrestlers right now can weigh 108 pounds. After Christmas, you do get a 2-pound allowance, so it's called 106, but they can actually weigh up to 108. Our official tonight is Troy LaRench from the AIA, Arizona Interscholastic Association, is our official. All right. Here's Brody wearing the Mingus Marauders uniform. He is going to be in the black and red uniform. And Chase Hartwick is going to be in this all black with green tent uniform. All right, they're moving around. Chase takes in for a single leg. Brody is looking in there to try to block him. Now he gets a 2-point takedown. And you do see the referee working down there for near fault. He ended up with a 2-point takedown. He is still on top with control. Got his legs around his arm there. Now, Chase is working out. He does come out. Townsend's still in control on top. Does have a whizzer right there attack. Can try to shove the head down right at the present. Townsend still has control. No back point, so it is 2-0 at this time. Now, Brody's working around. He's looking at a cradle. He's going to walk it up. tip it back. Once he breaks that 45-degree angle, you're going to see your official, Troy. He starts counting. He's got a 3 count right now. So we got 2-point near fault. You got to hold him for a 5 count to get a 3-point. He went ahead and let Chase up, so gave him a 1-point escape. Chase has a single leg. And now Brody works in there, shoving the head down, trying to keep the head down. Chase trying to pick the leg up. We're at 46 seconds out of the 2-minute period still left. They're still in a neutral position. And Chase does a bow and arrow cradle right there. He does get the 2-point takedown by hooking the leg. And now he's trying to work to turn him back into a back. This guy's leg included, a little hard to step over. He's trying to step over the head. Chase is doing a good job of blocking him, keeping him from getting his back exposed to the mat. Got him inside of the back points area. He's got a 3 count. More count. And his time expires. He is going to get a 3-point near fault right there. So it is going to be Brody Townsend, I believe, is going to be 7-1 over Chase. Clint is questioning the score right there to see if he was able to get the first near fault. All right, Mr. McCain says nope. It should be 7-1, I believe. I had a takedown, a 2 near fault, and a 3 near fault. So it is going to be odd choices. It was Mingus chose odd, he deferred, and Green chose down. So Chase said, I'm going to go ahead and give him an escape, so they started neutral instead of wasting time. So it is going to be 8-1 at this time. Brody takes a nice little double leg takedown there, crawls up, goes right back to that famous cradle he has. He's got the leg included on him. Now he's going to try to walk him over his head and break that 45-degree angle. Now Chase is trying to work around, did come up. They're in a whizzer attack at this time. Brody still has control, and he does do a pancake throw. No near fault. And there he is. He's tipping him over with a whizzer. And he holds him down flat for 3 seconds, and that is a pin. So it's going to be a pin. It's going to be a 6-point win for the team for the Marauders. Pin is going to come in 2:45. Our next match is going to be 113 pounds. It is Andrew Hayes. Andrew Hayes from the Marauders. He's a sophomore. Our freshman, got a 3-8 record, Andrew does. He is versing Tyler Tubbs. Tyler Tubbs from Mohave is a junior with a 4-3 record. 113-pound match here, Hayes versus Tubbs. Hayes in the red, Tubbs is in the black with the green. Hayes snaps him down, and he gets the 2-point takedown right there. He's trying to work toward get his legs. He's got a far side half on him. Trying to tie the legs up. Work a little cross body there. He's trying on a power half on the far side to slide the legs in and turn him on the far side. Tyler does a good job of making his base back up. Now in wrestling, you got so long that you can lay on the bottom without moving, and they'll consider that stalling. You also have the top man. He has to be aggressive and try to work for a pin. He cannot just tie the legs up and ride him. At this point, they're both being pretty equal. Now Andrew's working for a cross-face cradle, similar to what you saw Townsend use. A nice block there by Tyler Tubbs. We're a little over 50 seconds left in the period. It is 2-0. Now he does have a front headlock on him. He is still in control, Andrew is, for the Marauders. There he does. He flips him over in a front headlock. Now we're getting some near fault there. And there is our pin. So you're going to get another 6-point win right there for the Marauders. So pin's going to come in. A minute and 27 seconds for Mr. Hayes. Nice job for that young man. Now we go to 120 pounds. Big thank you again to our great sponsor, Larry Green Chevrolet. For all your Chevrolet needs and car needs service, Larry Green Chevrolet. And while you're at it, you got a car, grab you a big old trailer. Gallopin RV. For all your RV needs, have parts and service right here in Cottonwood, Arizona. At 120 pounds, we're going to go with DeAndre Rivera. 4-6 record. This is one that Clint McKean was talking about, a young kid. He's a sophomore. He's going against Damian Pyer, an 18-3 record for Damian. Damian's a junior from Mohave. Damian takes a nice double leg takedown. He gets 2 points, goes right up into trying to do a front cradle. He takes the front cradle over. He's posting. Now he's got to try to keep up there. He's got a 3-point near fault already. Now he's just trying to get him pinned over. At this time, he's trying to get the leg in there so he can do a basket cradle. DeAndre's doing a good fight right there. Once again, DeAndre is stepping up, wrestling in place of our senior, King Cotacini, which is resting for the sectional tournament. All right, good job there by DeAndre. Fought up and got a 1-point escape. So it's 2-1, or 5-1. They did give a 3 near fault to Damian. Damian takes another single leg takedown right into a cradle. Young man is good on his feet, has a nice technique there. Puts him over. He's still fighting. DeAndre is doing a nice job of fighting. And he gets another 3 near fault. So it is 10-1. Once again, if there's a 15-point difference, that'll be the end of the match. It's called a tech fall. Get 5 points for that. All right, he goes ahead and lets him up. So DeAndre gets another point. Now you see Damian controlling that wrist. He's going to shoot in there, try to get a single leg or a double leg. A lot of action there. Damian sets up another double leg, and he does get the double leg. And he's looking for, missed a half right there, Nelson. DeAndre's trying to stay flat. We got 6 seconds left. And the period ends. It is Mohave, Damian Pyer, 12. And the Mingus Marauder, DeAndre Rivera, 2. Choice went to Mohave. Damian chose down. Most wrestlers generally choose down because you're in a better scoring position to move out from the bottom to get an escape or reversal. He has worked over. He reaches back. He just received a reversal, so a 2-point reversal. And now he's back in control. Does have a leg in, cross-body ride there. Now DeAndre's got his arm there, trying to keep him from reaching around and hooking that cradle up again that he's been using successfully all night. But he was able to reach back and hook it up. He's still in control with the cradle. And we received a 5 count. And he'll have that 5 count. The referee's going to hold that. And now once the move blocked, hits a 3-point. And that's going to complete the match. It's going to be 17-2, a tech fall. Technical fall, anytime there's a 15 points difference, they end the match. And it's a 17-2 win for Mohave with a tech fall. So our team scores right now is the Marauders with 2 pins. That's 12 points. And Mohave with a tech fall. At this time, we are going to receive a forfeit. Mohave did not have 126-pounders, so Kai Miller, one of our top wrestlers for the Marauders. Kai Miller is a freshman having a great year, a 27-8 record. He is going to receive a forfeit at 126 pounds, Kai Miller. And after the forfeit, we're going to go to 132 pounds, which Mingus Marauders does not have a wrestler tonight due to some illnesses and injuries. So we're going to send out the Mohave, Trevor Sahalab, a 35-11 record. So Trevor's going to get a 132-pound forfeit. He's got a record of 35-11, a junior from Mohave. He's going to get a record right there. But once again, it is your Marauders, 18, and Mohave, 11. At this time, we're going to work our way into a break as we get prepared to come back with a 138-pound match.
Rags Roofing, the roofing experts. A family-owned business with over 50 years of roofing experience. 3 generations specializing in all types of roofing: metal, tile, shingle, flat, roof coatings, and fascia metal. Rags Roofing, the roofing experts for residential and commercial roofs in the Verde Valley. Call 928-649-0537. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Mitch and Nate have you covered at Rags Roofing in Cottonwood.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Welcome back, Marauder fans. We are going right into the 138-pound match. This is Mr. Weimer, sophomore from Mingus, 12-13, versus one of the top wrestlers for Mohave, Michael Juarez Ramos. Michael Juarez Ramos is a senior, 30-2. The Marauder wrestler is Dathan Weimer, a sophomore. We have a 2-point takedown by Michael. He turned him over. He right now is holding, and he receives a 2-point near fault, so it's 4-0 right now. Now he's working. He's one of the top wrestlers, a 30-2 record. He's ranked in the top 3 in the state of Arizona in Division III. And he tries to cradle and almost, oh man. Dathan almost was able to step over there. Now he's worked his way up. And right there we do have a reversal once we get him down. So we have a 2-point reversal for Dathan. It is 2-4. Now he's got rolling the wrist. He's going to stick the legs in and going to try a little crossbody ride right there. Michael does catch his leg. He's trying to tripod up and swim out. Oh, and he was able to swim out for a 2-point reversal. And now he has him inside a spiral ride. One of the top famous ones from back in Blair Academy. See him holding the wrist and a half. He ended up getting a 2-point near fault. So we are 2-8 right now, Mohave ahead. And Dalton reaches back. And no points right there. He was able to keep on his base. Now Dathan's going to try to work up. And Michael goes ahead and gives him an escape. It is 3-8. Nice deep shot right there. Deep single leg shot. But he does catch him right there. All right, nice job countering that takedown there by Dathan. That was a good deep shot by Juarez. He's trying to do an Easton, trying to do a throw by right there. See him working in. So who can get the hand control inside? Now he does have him inside and over and under. Oh, nice job. Counters it, gets a 2-point takedown right there for Dathan. Now he's got to hold him. And that calls it. Nice first period right there for the young gun. This is a sophomore versus a senior. It is a takedown. We do have a scoring check right here. Ready to take down at the end right there. That's confirming the score. Should be 8-5. So we do have 8-5. Green chose neutral, which is Mohave. He does a little shot right off the bat there. Dathan Weimer's looking good right in there, working around. Does have an underhook in there, Juarez does for Mohave. Pulls him in, a nice deep double leg takedown right there. Now he's got to lift him and put him back down there safely once you lift him up. He does put him down and reaches into a half. And we do have a nice tight half right there. Let's see if Dathan can fight off his back. Oh, nice job. Dathan files and pulls up. Now we're back up there neutral. Get a 3 near fault. So it's a 2 takedown, 3 near fault. Now he's still in control. So we do have 13-5. Michael's working that spiral ride again. He does run that half pretty tight, and that is hard to get over, and it does look like we are going to get a pin right there. So a good fight by Dathan Weimer. Nice little job there. We're going to have a fall, a pin at 3 minutes and 4 seconds right in there. So that's going to bring our total up to Marauders 18 and Mohave 17. So a good close match right here. Going to 145 pounds right here. It's going to be Isaac Perez for Mohave, a senior, 31 and 15, a senior. Isaac Perez going against 145-pound Hunter Robinson. Hunter Robinson is a freshman right now, 6-9 record for the Marauders. So this is a senior, or junior, senior versus a freshman again right here. You already seen Isaac get a takedown right there. Now they're going to that spiral ride. Mohave is strong with that spiral ride. They're going to take a risk. They're going to run a half. They sometimes take the hand and put it down there and shove the leg backwards and run the half around. Called a spiral ride. Come up and around Easton. Back east. Hunter's trying to base up. Isaac is a really tight rider. Nice little move right there. Tried to Granby roll. Robinson did for the Marauders. Perez is coming in with a 31 and 15 record. He is ranked in the top 3 in sectionals. Hunter Robinson is filling in there at 145 pounds, trying to make his spot to go to the sectional tournament this coming Saturday in Payson, Arizona. So if you're not doing anything, head on over to Payson. And he does hook up that cradle, gets a 2 count. Right there, we get a 2 near fault. So it's going to be 4 for the Mohave Thunderbirds. Now he's riding the legs real tight there. He's going to have to keep moving on the top or he's going to get called for stalling. He's working on a wing and a wrist right there. He's going to try to tip him over with a wing. You see him running around with that wing. Now he tries to pull him back over and stack him. Hunter Robinson's doing a nice job of staying a good square base. You can see Isaac's been wrestling a while. Good top control right there. Has good hip control on the legs. See across there on the good video screen, you saw where he had the wrist across there trying to get a tilt. And a nice job, a little escape right there. So 1-point escape for Hunter. Oh, takedown. Isaac takes him down with the throw by. And that is going to end the second period. It is going to be the Marauder 1, Mohave 6. Isaacs. We're going to go with a choice of Hunter Robinson. He chose neutral. All right, so Hunter chose neutral. Going to try to set him up. Working in there, trying to get a good tie-up so he can maybe throw a throw. And he tries a headlock, and almost successful right there. Isaac counters and gets a 2-point takedown. There he goes, working that wrist and a arm bar again, a wing in there. Hunter's got to try to keep his head up and try to keep moving so he doesn't get tilted. And he is running that nice counter right there, a counter to the wing, a nice setup counter. And, oh, it didn't quite work because he still had control of him. There was no change right there. That was a good job effort there. If he could have teed out, he would have got the change, but there was no change. He still had control. Now he stands up, trying to get hand control, reaches back, and he brings it back down. Hunter Robinson from the Marauders doing a good job here. The young kid, freshman. He's holding his own with this senior. Now he's trying to get him with a half and trying to pick his leg up and dump him over. A power half right there. Hunter's taking a good wide base moving. If he can stay right here, it's only going to be a decision, which is only 3 points. If we can keep from getting an 8-point difference. If there's ends up being an 8-point difference, then the other team's going to receive 4 points. So the scoring is 3 for a win, anywhere from 1 to 7 points, and from 8 to 14. And he does turn him over there, but he does turn him right there. Yes, Hunter's got him turned over. And now Hunter's going to go for the pin. He's going to reverse his half. He can reverse his, oh man. Nice bridge, turned him over. So we have a 2 near fault for green. We have a 2 reversal for red and a 3 and a 2 near fault. I went ahead and gave him a 2 near fault there for the Marauder for Hunter Robinson. A nice strong finish right there. What do you say, a nice finish? Right now we got 10-5. The referee's checking over here with the head table. There was a 2-point near fault with the green, 2 reversal, and then a 2 near fault there. We're now into the third period. It is 10-5. Mohave, they chose to take neutral. Isaac's going to try to set it up. Nice inside hook. Oh, outside single right there. Gives him 2 points, takes him down. Now it lets him back up for another escape. He tries a headlock, and oh, he slips out, misses it. Going to be another takedown. So it is 14-7 right now. He snaps him down. A nice little single leg comes up. Hunter Robinson is still in there. If he can elevate the hips, he's trying it. And he tried to throw, and he did get caught by Isaac. So Isaac gets a 2 takedown, and he is in control right now on a pin. He's with a headlock. Now he's out, far side half. He gets a 3 near fault right there, so it is 19-7, I believe. He go ahead and lets him up because he's been getting rolled over. Smart choice by Isaac. Hunter's been doing a nice job of rolling him over to his back. So it's 9-8. Tries an outside snap down single, missed it. Now, nice shot right there for Hunter Robinson. Nice snap down. Got a double leg. He's got to try to walk it up and finish it. Isaac's trying to do a... Oh, man. Almost right there. Got a 2-point takedown. And for Isaac, ends up with a 2-point takedown. It is 21-8 right now. We got 37 seconds left in the match. Looks like Isaac is content to try to ride him out. Oh, we do have a penalty right there. We do have a legal full Nelson right there, and a legal hold. If you put both hands under the arm on top of the head, it's a legal move. So that's going to be 1 point for Hunter. It's going to be 21-9. Can you come over and check the table and make sure the score's right? So Hunter's going to be down. We do have 30 seconds left. Isaac is up 21-9 for Mohave. He tries a control the wrist, tries a cross-side breakdown. Isaac is riding that ankle right there, just trying to keep him flat, keep him from getting rolled. Isaac now works up to try to power half it. And a great match right there. Nice action and almost a come through. It's going to be 21-9. Isaac Perez is going to get the major decision. It's a major decision, so it is going to be a 4-point win right there. So it is now the Marauders 18 team score and Mohave 21. So we have a 3-point win right there. Now we're going to go to our senior. Yes, a senior from Marauders. It is Juliano Martinez, a 12-7 record, a senior. Wrestling his last one right here for the Marauders at 152 pounds. He is wrestling Dalton Garcia, 19-16 for Mohave. Dalton Garcia is a junior. We have a junior versus a senior. So Jelani trying to sit up. He's wearing a face mask, which is okay. A lot of times if you have a broken nose, you do have opportunity to wear a face mask to protect that. He does take an outside shot, and a nice counter there by both people. Now we're going to go ahead and adjust the face mask so it doesn't get in the way. We're going to restart. Got a minute 34 left. These two are pretty evenly matched. We've got a 12-7 Martinez from Marauders, along with a Galicia, a 19-16 from Mohave. Senior versus a junior. Takes a nice shot, a little far out. He does counter it. And a nice fire in the back there. Mr. Martinez is an aggressive wrestler. All right, shoves him away. Still action, no points right now. They're each working to try to get inside control on the tie-up. All right, ties up, breaks the head. He takes an outside shot. And right now, Dulanio is blocking him. He's got to get around behind, and there he goes. He gets the 2 points for the takedown and right into a cradle. Nice cradle right there. Now he's got the leg trapped. He's got to try to move his hips out. Now he's got his knee inside the rib cage, trying to move his hips out so he can get that back exposed. He's already got a 5 count. Oh, there he goes. He has him drop down pretty flat now. Referee's getting down in position. He's trying to work his way out. And it looks like we may have him right there. He's got him in a nice deep cradle. There he goes, puts him on his back. As long as part of the body is in, it doesn't matter who you're out. That is a pin right there. So it's going to be a minute, 50-second pin for your seniors. Going to get the win for the Marauders. Juliana Martinez, a nice job right there. Senior night. Puts the Marauders back up 24-21. It was a great match right there. Now we're going to the match we've been highlighting. It is our senior. We're going to Zoe Arwood. Senior already qualified for state. Sectional champion right here, a senior. So Zoe Arwood, a senior, 25-3 record versus Jose Maya, 11-19. Jose is a junior. See what we can do. Zoe was excited to wrestle a boy. She's been tearing up the girls. Now let's see what she can do here. Currently Fire Science. She also plays on the Marauder girls soccer team. Played a game last night and here wrestling today. It's great that these kids can be in 2 sports and be an athlete. Now she's working in. They're trying to sit. Jose takes a nice deep leg shot. Nice sprawl by Zoe. Nice job. Turns him over with a cow catcher. Right there. Got a pancake now. She's going to go ahead and try to post her forehead on the mat. You see right there we got just a little bit of fight. Zoe is doing a nice job. Got to now switch to a half. Nelson is going to walk over and try to tee out. Jose is trying to fight off her back. She got a 2-point takedown. And she has a 3 near fault right there. Beautiful job. Good fight there by Jose. It was a nice cow catcher or pancake throw right there off takedown. Now she's doing a far side half on him. Circling around. She's going to try to run that cow catcher again, that throw. He's walking it back up. She's got a hip down. Nice sprawl right there by Zoe. She still has control. She's trying to circle back around to get her arm back out. Jose's just kind of balling up, trying to stay down there low. Now she gets back. Still trying to run that far side half there. She's trying to get him to reach back and hook that leg so she can do a far side half. Now he's trying to walk it up. She's going to have to sprawl back. A good sprawl. Now she's still in control. Right real high up on the shoulders right there, trying to run that far side half. Now she's trying for a cross face. Almost tips him right there. And she's running a half. Nice job. Oh, as the buzzer rings, going to be no points. It is 5-0 right there for Zoe. And Zoe R1 is taking it to Mr. Maya. Going to be red choice. Zoe defers, gives it to Mohave. Jose says he wants to take top. So Zoe's going to be down. She's going to have to explode up here with the stand up or sit out or switch. All right, we have a caution, false start. She had a legal starting position. Now Jose Maya's coming down. Second period, 2-minute periods. He tried to chop her sideways, tried to sit out. Now he's trying to roll the wrist in and run his legs. Look like he's trying to put a leg in. He's got a 2-on-1, trying to work on a tilt. He's got a 2-on-1 trying to come around with his leg and tilt her. He's always got a good base there. She's working in on hand control to try to get her hand control. He's now trying to 2-on-1 with a cross face. All right. Jose's getting a little high right there. He's got a leg in. He's trying to do a power half with the legs in. See if Zoe's got both of them in now. This is a tough one to fight out of. She wants to stay flat. She's trying to flatten out. And now he's got to be the aggressor. He's got to work on that half, and she's got to just kind of flatten out. He's got so many seconds to try to work a turn that, or they'll call caution, installing. He's trying a half and using the hips. And he's trying to run that half. Zoe's fighting it right now. He does have it pretty deep right there. Oh, nice job. Zoe comes back to her base and defends that half. Now he goes back to the 2-on-1 control, trying to flatten her out. We got 30 seconds left in the match. Now he's trying to run that power half again. Zoe does a nice job of flattening out. Now he's reaching again, trying to get a 2-on-1 and try to go for a crossface. He's going to try to tilt her right there. Oh, almost steps out. We're at 10 seconds left in the second period. It is Arwen 5, Maya 4. And Marauder Senior is holding in there tough. All right. Nice job there by Zoe. Good fight. No points in the second period. It is Zoe's choice to Marauder's choice. Looking over at Coach McCain. Decided to choose neutral. They're going to go neutral. Good choice right there. Coach McLean says a good choice. Zoe Arwen, she loves swimming, soccer, and track. 3-sport athlete, now a 4-sport with wrestling. She completes the EMT course this summer and will be a certified structural fireman and firewoman. Plans on looking at going to college for wrestling. She was looking at Colorado State Mesa and Grand Junction for wrestling. She's been in the culinary art program. All-around athlete here. Now Jose's trying to fight in. Now he's trying to headlock her, and she counters the headlock. She's still got her headlock, and she throws the headlock, and he's able to counter it, and he finishes his feet in. They do give him a takedown right there. So they do give Jose Maya a takedown, it looks like. It's going to be 5-2. So Zoe's going to be down when we come back. Coach McCain calls him over. All right, so they're going to take the takedown away. They're going to be neutral. His foot came out of bounds when he was getting control, so there was no control in that. They took the takedown off of the board, put him back neutral. Now Zoe's going to see if she can set up. We got 1:20 left. She is up 5-2. She changes her level, gets the lower base there, so she can't shoot at the legs as much. Now he's trying to throw her. She sets up a counter, a nice headlock counter. Now Zoe gets a 2-point takedown. She's going to have to step to the head so she don't get rolled. Maya's trying to roll her, but nice job with the hips. Now, if she could scissor step and walk to the head, she can get a pin right there. Yes, and we got a pin. What do you say, the senior? Zoe Arwen with the pin right there. A nice job. Beautiful job. Pin in 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Beautiful job for Arwen right there. What do you say for the girl on senior night? 4-sport athlete right there going to the sectional tournament. Well, right now we're going to take a short break. As we come back, we're going to go to the 170-pound match. But this time we're going to take a short break for our sponsors right here on Marauder Wrestling.
If you want freedom and adventure, stop into one of Galpin Auto and RV's convenient locations. With a large inventory of both new and pre-owned autos and RVs, they have something for most every budget. You'll find a relaxed, no-hassle way of doing business in both Dewey and Cottonwood. Their knowledgeable staff will have you on your way to your next vacation in no time. Galpin Auto and RV in Dewey and Cottonwood, a name you can trust for over 30 years.
You dream it, they build it. A. Earls Construction is focused on your remodel dreams. Transform a TV room into a real entertainment area. Turn the mundane into incredible and add to the value of your home. Have the kitchen you need or the kitchen you've always dreamed of, both inside and out. A. Earls Construction can make your remodel ideas reality. When you're ready to make your house your home, count on A. Earls Construction. Licensed, bonded, insured, and experienced.
When you buy a vehicle at Hyundai of Cottonwood, you'll enjoy thousands of miles. With America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000 miles, driving a Hyundai will give you peace of mind. Yes, there's something for everyone at Hyundai of Cottonwood on Rodeo Drive, above Larry Green Chevrolet and next to Walmart. Hyundai of Cottonwood. New thinking, new possibilities. A formula for happy drivers.
Welcome back, Marauders. We are right now getting ready for our 170-pound match. You just saw an exciting match right there for our senior. Zoe Arwin pins Jose Maya. That puts the Marauders up 30-21 as we get ready for a 170-pound match. Once again, a big thank you to some of our great sponsors. A. Earls Construction. For all your construction needs, A. Earls. Rags Roofing. You need your roof replaced, especially with the high winds recently. Rags Roofing. And it is tax season. Yes, you got till April 15th. It is tax season. Rice Accounting, Jackson Hewlett Tax Company. They'll take care of all your tax. So right now we're going to go to Conrad Brady. He's been injured a little bit this year. He's got a 2-1 record. He's going to be out representing the Marauders at sectionals this Saturday, 170 pounds. He is wrestling Wes McKinley, a 2-10 record. Wes McKinley is a sophomore for Mohave. Conrad was the state runner-up his freshman year. So let's see what he can do right here. One of the top wrestlers, been to the national tournament, been ranked in some of the top national tournaments. Conrad's kind of bait him in. He's giving that leg, trying to get him to take a shot on that leg. Now he shoots a nice outside double. Takedown 2 right there for Conrad. Conrad's very strong on his feet. Some of his top technique is he loves running the crossbody. See what he can do. He goes ahead and lets him up for an escape. And West shoots an outside single, is blocked by Brady. All right, Conrad's trying to shove the head down to a far side half and circle around. Now he's trying to crank him over right to the pin. Still no control right there. Trying to far side half. He's just going to spin there. He gets his takedown and right into a half. He's got a half Nelson. He's going to rock over. Now if he walks up toward the head, he's going to push him down. He's got him up right now. He's got a 3 count. Now he sets through on it. And he calls a pin right there. So pin comes in a minute 14. A minute 14 for Conrad Brady. That puts the Marauders up 36-21. A nice little job right there for Conrad Jr. Getting healthy and getting ready to represent him at sectionals. It's going to be a great sectional tournament for him. State runner-up. Wasn't able to wrestle last year, but coming back this year strong as a junior. Now we're going to 182 pounds. We're going to go to Tyler Griffin. Tyler Griffin, Mingus Marauder Jr., 15-15. See what we can do right here with Tyler Griffin, Jr. against Brandon Topping. Brandon Topping is a junior also, 14-17. So we got a 15-15 versus a 14-17. Let's see what they can do. This is going to be a sectional match possibly right here. Good warm-up for Tyler before he goes to sectionals in Payson this coming Saturday. Once again, the top 4 in each sectionals, they do get to qualify for the state tournament up there at Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott Valley. That is going to be Friday and Saturday, the 14th and 15th of February. We're also going to have the girls' state tournament there. You get to see Callie Townsend and Zoe Arwin compete for the Marauders, both sectional champions. A nice little deep single leg shot was countered by Mohave. Right now he's putting his hips down there, trying to sprawl him back out. Tyler's walking it up, and he does. He gets around, gets a 2-point takedown, hooks the leg. Now he's working on a wrist roll. Running a wrist and a half right there, going to tee out. He's rolling that wrist real nice. Got the Marauder, he's down trying to base up. Now, Brandon's trying to work back to his base for Mohave. A nice little cross wrist right there, right. Tyler's working a cross wrist right. He's trying to reach up and put a half Nelson under the arm on top of the head. And there he does. He puts the half and he tees out, walks over. Now we do have a 45-degree angle, and he starts counting. We got a 2 count. We got a 3 count now, so 5 count. Now he's walking to the head. He's resetting him. Once he looks up at the camera, we're going to get us a pin if he looks up. Right here, looking down there, referee Troy Lawrence is working down. And we do get a pin, another Marauder pin right there in a minute and 41 seconds. A minute and 41 seconds for Tyler Griffin. Another pin that's going to put the Marauders up 42-21. At this point, they're pretty much going to have a win in the duel, so they're going to get the dual victory championship. But they still got a couple matches. We're going to have a double forfeit at 195 pounds. Neither Mohave nor Mingus had a match. So we're going to go right into the 220-pound match. It's going to be Ryan Griffin, the number 1 wrestler Marauders right now with a 32-6 record, versus Thomas Newman, which is 32-17. Newman is a senior also, 32-17, versus our other senior, Ryan Griffin, right here. One of the top wrestlers for the Marauders, enjoying his senior night. Ryan holds 3.6 GPAs, wants to attend NAU and get a business degree. A nice little takedown right there, gives him 2 points. Now he's working trying to pull the arm out on the backside and do an arm bar. He's reaching in. There he has him locked up. Now, see what Ryan can do. And a nice job by Thomas trying to defend that. Ryan last year was the 2018 sectional champion and qualified for state. 220 pounds, one of the tough divisions. Going to be out of bounds. We're going to get a fresh start. Coach McCain's telling him work the wrist a little bit deeper down. Ryan comes on top. Mohave tries to sit out. Doesn't work. He counters him. There we go. He's working a wrist control. Ryan's trying to pull. There he goes to a bull ride where he's got a wrist and a tight waist on him. Chops it in. There you got his 2-on-1. And we got stalling on the bottom. He wasn't moving, so we got a warning. No points yet, but if he gets another one, it'll be a stalling. It'll be a point for the Marauders. So now the bottom guy's got to start moving. The top guy's got to continue working for a pin. He is rolling the wrist. Trying to pull the wrist out in a half right there, Ryan is. This guy's got a 32-6 record, ranked in the top 5 in Division III at 220 pounds. Thomas Newman's ranked in the top 4 in his section. Now he reaches back, which is not usually a good thing to do. He does take an ankle and flattens him out. Thomas is doing a good job of basing back up. See if we can get a little bit of movement out of him. Ryan's trying to set him up. He sits out, and that ends the first period. It is 2-0. So Ryan Griffin's up. It's going to be Red's choice. It's Red's choice. Red chooses down, so he chose down. So Ryan Griffin's going to go down. Referee gets him set. And Thomas Newman comes down on top from Mohave. Nice little tries an inside switch. Now he's up, has hand control. Now Mohave only has a few seconds to get him down. Nice wrist control, turns in, he gets a 1-point escape. They're going to go ahead and restart him. So it is 3-0 for the Mingus. Now Thomas is trying to set him up. Ryan's working around, takes the far outside single. Ryan blocks him. He got to sprawl back. All right, he's got a leg picked up. Ryan's trying to keep the leg between his legs. And a nice job of sprawling and underhooking him right there. Does a throw by. And once he gets behind him, he gets a 2-point takedown right there. Nice throw by. Now he's trying to reach and pull that wrist to get that tight waist and that bull ride where he gets a wrist and an arm. There he does. He has it now. He's going to walk that. Calls it for potentially dangerous. For protection of the wrestler, they do stop the match. They'll get a start again. Thomas Newman from Mohave is down. Ryan's going to come on top. Thomas tries to sit out. Countered there by Griffin. He's trying to work on rolling both wrists to pull one out. Has good shoulder pressure on him. And he rolls through with it. A nice cross face. Now he's going to see if he can walk around with that cross face. And Newman blocked him. We got 30 seconds left in the second period. It is 5-0. Not a lot of action from the bottom wrestler from Mohave. There he goes, going to a bow and arrow cradle. He did get called for stalling, so it's 1-point red. He does hook a cradle up, and I believe that is going to be it. We got 7 seconds left in the second quarter, or period, and it is a pin. Here, senior gets a pin on the night. The seniors are doing great. We have 3 seniors and 3 pins for the Marauder. So pin's going to be in 3 minutes and 54 seconds. 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Nice job by Ryan right there. So all 3 seniors get pins. Our final match of the night is going to be heavyweight. It's above 220 pounds to 285. It's going to be Anthony Islas. 10-6 record Anthony is. Anthony is a sophomore. He's going against Joshua Parker, which is a junior. Joshua Parker's 0-3. So it's going to be a good little match here for 2 young wrestlers. Let's see what the sophomore Islas can do against the junior from Mohave. Final match it is. The Marauders 48, Mohave 21. They're going to win the duel, but let's see if we can win this match here also. Each of them gave a forfeit to each other. Once again, a big thank you to our great sponsors, Gettle High Desert Mechanical and Plumbing. Thank you, Gettle, one of our longtime sponsors, Marauder Sports, and a lot of the Gettles were also some of our top wrestlers for several years. We'll say a big thank you to State Farm, Jennifer Griffin, State Farm Insurance for all your insurance needs, home and auto, and the best sandwich shop around, #1 sandwich shop, Clarkdale. All right, stopping the action there, had to readjust the headgear for safety. Minute 26 left, still no points. They're both looking to see who can get the best inside tie there. Now, Mohave was trying to throw a headlock right there, head and an arm. Islas is underhooking and blocking it. They both are light heavyweights. They both weigh around 210 pounds. As long as you're above 195 pounds, you can wrestle heavyweight right now. And Islas drives him off the match. The referee stops the action before they go out of bounds. They're going back neutral. We got a minute left in the first period. All right. They're just kind of moving around back and forth here. Trying to get inside tie. You see them pummeling in there, they call it in wrestling. When you're trying to pummel in, you're trying to get the inside tie. Still no control. Mojave's headgear slipped down over his eyes a little bit. Still no action right there. A lot of times in the heavyweights, a lot of push and pull until you get one little mistake. And that's all it takes to usually throw a bigger guy down. And Islas tries a headlock, and he's got him. 2-point takedown. Nice little headlock there. We got 5 seconds left. See if he can fight it. Josh is trying to fight it for 5 seconds. Nice little takedown. And it buzzes. What do you say? A 2-point takedown and a 3-point. And a 3 near fall right there. So a nice finish. Stepped into that beautiful headlock, threw him down, and got 2 or 3 near fall and a 2-point takedown. It's Green's choice. Green defers. So it's going to be red, and Islas takes neutral. Anthony Islas takes neutral. 10-6 sophomore is up 5-0 over our junior. Nice headlock right there. Now they're back up neutral. And this time, Parker tries to take a shot, a nice sprawl. Now Islas trying to block his legs and sprawl out. A nice inside block on the leg. He's circling around. This is a good warm-up match before they go to sectionals. And he pulls out a nice half. Now he's got to sink his half in and looking up for the pin. He's got him down to the nice half. He's trying to tighten it up, and there is the pin. Another Marauder pin. They are coming on fire right now. A nice showing before we go to sectionals for the Marauders. That was a pin in 2 minutes and 28-second pin right there. So a nice job. So it's going to be the Marauders. They're going to be victorious today, 54-21 over Mohave as they shake hands and finish the duel up once again. We're going to take a short break here. Thank you on Marauder Wrestling. It is your Mingus Marauders 54, Mohave 21.
Rags Roofing, the roofing experts. A family-owned business with over 50 years of roofing experience. 3 generations specializing in all types of roofing: metal, tile, shingle, flat, roof coatings, and fascia metal. Rags Roofing, the roofing experts for residential and commercial roofs in the Verde Valley. Call 928-649-0537. Licensed, bonded, and insured. Mitch and Nate have you covered at Rags Roofing in Cottonwood.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. Larry Green Chevrolet, we're better and we'll prove it. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and the sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet just off Highway 260 next to Walmart or LarryGreenChevrolet.com.
Well, welcome back to Marauder Wrestling right here. We do have two of our seniors tonight. It was an awesome job. As we're first of all going to talk to one of the top wrestlers for the Marauders, a 32-6 record. Actually, he's 33-6 right now, going into sectionals. Number one, last year's 2018 sectional champion, Ryan Griffin. What do you think of the match tonight?
It was really good. We had a lot of people step up. So, I mean, it was a great team win.
It was a good team. You know, finished up with a lot of pins right there. It was nice. You know, I was getting a little bit worried there. It was kind of getting them close.
Yeah.
So what was your ultimate thing today? Was it just trying to get some more mat time, work on the beautiful finish there?
Just gaining some confidence before we head into sectionals.
All right. At sectionals, what's going to be your toughest competition right now?
I treat everyone the same. So we'll just go in there and wrestle one match at a time.
All right, that's the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen most of your competitors from the region right now?
I believe so, yeah.
All right, and have you beat them all?
Yeah.
Oh, good. So number one. At state, where were you last year? You were sectional champions, and then at
sectional
state.
champion and did not place at state. So.
Well, this year you got a little goals. You've been working hard in off season.
Yeah.
What's been your best memory of wrestling so far in the 4 years that you've done it, or just this year?
Definitely just meeting all the people, a lot of good people, a lot of hard workers. So. That's definitely the best part about it.
All right. Well, you know, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Next weekend. And then Zoe stepping up and taking care of it, knocking the pin in the gentleman right there. Fought through a lot of adversity. What do you think about your match? Just a little bit about it.
That was the first time I actually ever wrestled a guy in a match, so I was a bit nervous going into it.
It's different. You didn't look too nervous.
Definitely going bottom, and girls don't have to do that. We always just go neutral. So I was a bit worried about going bottom.
Yeah, and he was tying your legs up and wasn't giving you a lot of room to move. But on your feet, you did a good job. What was the throw you did at first? What do you call that? I know what I used to call it, but I'm not sure what you guys call it here at Mingus.
I usually don't have a name for my moves. I just do it and hope it works.
All right. Well, it looked like a little bit of pancake or a cow catch. It was a beautiful throw. I thought you had to pin a little bit quicker there, but it was a great finish. So, what's been this is your first year in wrestling, correct?
Yes,
and
sir.
what have you got out of wrestling?
What have I gotten out of wrestling?
Yes.
It's a good question. Probably hard work. It's definitely the hardest sport, I would say, in the shortest period of time. And it's good conditioning.
Yes, it is. I know you played soccer. Did you guys win the soccer game last night?
We did not.
Oh, no.
It was a tough game. We were going into it expecting it to be a tough game. So.
All right. Well, hopefully in soccer you're going to get some wins. I know that the first when you're at state tournament, it's also the first weekend of the playoffs for soccer. So hopefully they win. You can continue. It's pretty awesome seeing a person like you. You're involved in the fire science program with VACT. You're also active here on campus, and then you're playing soccer and wrestling. That's just an awesome opportunity for you and a great job. So
thank you.
Good luck at state. And once again, thank you for joining one of the great sports around.
Thank you.
This time we're going to bring in Clint here, the victorious coach. Nice job. Was you getting nervous there for a minute about the middle of the weight?
Yeah, I was for sure. That's kind of been our MO the whole year. You know, we take a lead early in the light weights, and then in the middle weights sometimes we start to falter off, and happened with us against Prescott, same thing. So, you know, we have some strong kids up top, and they're nice anchors for us.
It was. And what do you think about Zoe stepping in there, filling the spot at 60 and getting you a win right there?
Yeah, that was a great match. That was the match of the night. You know, she's not used to wrestling some of those positions. You know, the girls' rules are different.
Yes.
But she stepped up, you know, and she's been doing that all year long.
Yeah, she did good, you know, and that's the thing, you know, everybody's coach wrestling for so many years. It's, you know, the girls at the lighter weights are a lot stronger, younger age. Junior high girl, it's hard to beat. But the high school, the muscle's a big difference, and that showed a little bit there. But she understands balance, she understands good technique, and she was able to counter that in a beautiful headlock at the finish, the pin, and it was a good time. Your middle guys did good. They ended up losing, but you had some pretty good fight right there. I mean, Hunter, he impressed me.
Hunter's a freshman, first-year wrestler.
Yeah.
Never wrestled before, and he's got some pieces together. As soon as he can put them all together, then he's going to be a very strong wrestler.
He was. I thought we were going to get us a pin right there, turn that kid over. But,
yeah.
That kid's a 31-15 record, a senior, and I thought he did well with him. Mm-hmm. And then also a senior, I don't know how long he's been wrestling for you, but Martinez, he stepped up and did nice.
He did, yep. And he's wearing that mask because he had an eye injury. Broke or fractured his orbital socket, so he missed the first half of the season. So he's had a great second half of the season. He just placed at our Page Sand Devil Classic.
Oh, good.
So he's in a good spot coming in the sectionals. I think he's going to surprise some people. He's got a wicked cradle.
He does. That was one thing I did see a little bit of cradle. Nice job on your feet tonight. Had some nice a lot of counters and some nice shots. It's good to see Conrad Brady back. I mean, his match wasn't as competitive as it could have been, but I thought he took care of business pretty well there and didn't try to hurt anybody.
Yeah, as long as Conrad's healthy, he's going to be a handful for anyone in the state. And he's coming in the sectionals and he's ready to go. He's focused. And, he's got his eyes on a state title.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And you got some young kids down there at the bottom weights, too. You got actually a real young team. Most of your kids were freshmen, sophomores.
Yeah.
And they produced tonight. I thought it was really good. So kind of outlook for sectionals, where are you kind of looking at placing?
Team-wise, I don't know. We kind of go in with no expectations. You just go in with, we go in with expectations on actions but not outcomes. So we expect each kid to fight every match. We expect them to be coachable. But outcome, that's hard to predict. We're just gonna go in and wrestle every match and compete. We're never gonna roll over, never gonna lay down. We're gonna fight. And if all of our kids do that and they buy into it, the team portion takes care of itself.
Yeah, and you're going to Payson, which is, come on, Perch built wrestling in the state of Arizona, him and Sunnyside, 11 some state champions, and they had that philosophy. When you wrestle Payson, and it's changed a lot, as you noticed. They're not where they used to be, but they used to come, when you wrestle, you win or lose, you wrestled, and I saw that tonight. Your kids gave a good effort. Pretty aggressive wrestlers in control, but the Mojave's going to go home a little sore tonight, and that's, to me as a coach, I think I see a little grin there from you. That's what you want to do. Win or lose, you want them to know that they stepped on the mat with somebody. Well, pretty excited. Anything else you'd like to talk about before we finish this up tonight?
I just appreciate Verde Valley TV covering us for the first year ever. Hopefully we can keep doing it.
Yeah, it was a great time. I didn't get to do the first two. I missed my buddy. I was all excited to see old Jared. I hadn't seen Jared Tavasi in quite a while. I know we used to go back and forth when he wrestled here, and you back with us there at Camp Verde and Mingus. It was a great time. So hopefully next year. Once again, a big thank you to Clint McCain and Mingus Union High School here for allowing us to come. We also want to say a big thank you to our great sponsors, Larry Green Chevrolet, Gallopin RV, Hyundai of Cottonwood, A. Earls Construction, Rags Roofing, Rice Accounting, Jackson Hewitt, Gettle High Desert Mechanical and Plumbing, and Jennifer Griffith at State Farm Insurance, and the #1 sandwich shop in Clarkdale. So on behalf of myself, Bob Weir, and Clint McCain, and the Mingus Marauder Wrestling Program, a nice victorious deal, 54-21 as we wrap it up. They're going to sectionals. If you're not doing anything on Saturday, come on over to Payson. Wrestling is just a sport that is a lot of fun to watch, even if you don't get to see some of the people you want to see. It's just fun to watch. And then head on over to Prescott Finley Toyota Center, 14th and 15th. Get to watch two of the girls, both sectional champions, and the kids that qualify in the top 4 from sectionals for Mingus. It's going to be a great time. And once again, it's exciting to see Mingus coming back, a young group of kids, and I do look for a great future from you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.